All right.
We are up.
Good morning, Southeast Texas. 9:15 for you on a Sunday morning. Chief Meteorologist Greg Boswick and Meteorologist Chad Sandoval here in the KFDM and Fox 4 Weather Center. Been here since early this morning, kind of walking everybody through what's been taking place. And the best news of the day is right now, things are just about done.
Yeah, well, you're actually getting some blue skies in spots. Of
Yeah.
course, it's still very cold outside, but precipitation is just about over. We got a few little spots around Sabine Lake, and that's about it right now.
Yeah, again, temperatures have been kind of working their way down, and now they're working their way back up.
Yep.
Most spots seeing 31 or 32 was the lowest they got, and most of that was north of Interstate 10. And that's kind of where we've seen the results of freezing rain out there this morning.
That's right.
Power outages, Tyler, Jasper, Newton County. I don't think we've seen any real power outage concerns in Hardin County, although they did dip below freezing for just a short time.
Yeah.
But the good news is, as we continue to work our way through the morning, is that the rainfall is ending. There's just one little pocket of rain left across southeast Texas. That is moving out to the east very, very quickly. So again, as we kind of go throughout the morning, let's go ahead and we'll start first, Greg, and take a look at our weather cameras.
Sure.
And I will go ahead and slide
While
over
you're doing
to
that,
our
as
cameras.
mentioned, those power outages you mentioned, there's still a lot of power outages in Tyler County, basically Spurger back west toward Hillister, some in Woodville, pretty much everything out around Doucette, back up through Comanille, all the way up toward the county line to the north. Also outages around the Hillister, Warren area. Good news, you know, I look at Coons, Silsbee, Lumberton, nothing. Beaumont, a couple, one or two little places at Beaumont, a couple in mid-county. I really don't see anything in Orange County. So considering, that's not bad. Look at the blue. How about that?
That is Beaumont right now. I want to
Yep.
say hello to the 321 viewers we have out there this morning. Stacy says, we rock. Appreciate that, Stacy.
Thank you.
Let's see here. But again, as Greg alluded to, there are some patches of sunshine popping through the skies out there this morning. So conditions greatly improving. And as that sun stays out for any length of time,
That helps.
we're going to dry up pretty quickly. And
And
that
the
is
wind blowing
certainly
as
some
well.
good news. Yeah, we've had some pretty good wind gusts up close to 30 miles an hour in many spots this morning. So we'll make a few stops on our cameras this morning. This is in Beaumont. We slide over to Lumberton this morning, where they've got a little bit more cloud cover, but some evidence to the south of seeing that sunshine kind of showing through there. And again, of course, temperatures just above freezing. So again, we got down to 32 in Lumberton. I think they're back up to 34 or 35 right now.
Right.
And folks are getting out and about. So it looks like overall,
Yep.
other than being a bit cold, it's going to be a fairly normal Sunday here across southeast Texas.
Just a little bit of the wind conditions, of course, helping out, but it had a little bit of snow flurry activity there over in the area around western Hardin County. I know in Tyler County too, just flurries. That's not uncommon. Right at the end of the precipitation, we have freezing rain or sleet. It sometimes will briefly change the snow.
Yeah. So again, that's kind of the issue we've had there this morning. You kind of see, again, there'll be some peaks of sunshine, but I don't think it's going to be complete sunshine today. Certainly the cloud cover, I think, is going to win out for most of us. Sun trying to stay out, very light rain in Port Neches. Thanks for that report, Larry. Power in Kirbyville. Haven't seen anything in Jasper.
Well, we
It's
don't,
Jasper
unfortunately.
County.
I don't have energy. It doesn't serve them. That's Jasper
that's
Newton
another
Electric
little
Co-op, so I'm not
cooperative.
sure what's going on there.
Yeah. Let's see. The sun is out in Lakeview. Thanks for that
Yes,
report as
nice.
well. Slide over and we'll take a view now. We'll head down to Sabine Pass. And again, we're looking at some pretty
trying to
interesting
break
conditions
through.
there. Yeah, cloud cover kind of hanging on. You kind of see some breaks up to the north. With the sunshine peeking through, especially down in maybe Bridge City and Port Neches, I would not be surprised to see maybe a rainbow pop through.
It wouldn't be shocking.
So if you do get one of those, definitely grab a picture of that and share it with us. We'll get that out there. Just came to say Nederland here, 33 degrees.
Right.
Total rainfall 144.
Yeah.
Wind gust to 33.
There's old Dustin. He gave us some reports earlier from his weather station. We appreciate that, Dustin.
Mom and Dad in Mauriceville reporting a few light snow flurries and very little ice. So no power issues to the knowledge. Yeah, great report there. We appreciate that, and that's kind of what we've seen on the backside of the system as the rain moves through. We've got some of that cold air
Interesting to show you
filtering
how
in.
strong the winds are just above the surface. Look at how fast those clouds are moving.
Yeah, those clouds are racing.
They're booking right along.
Northeast to southwest movement to the clouds for sure.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we've got out there this morning in Sabine Pass. Head to Port Arthur this morning. We'll probably see the same thing with regards to the cloud cover there. Little
kind of breaking
less,
up a little bit.
Yep, but you can definitely see as
There
we
you go.
bring up the Port
Yeah.
Arthur camera.
Visibility's good.
Yep, and those clouds up high are racing away pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm looking at the latest radar. We're going to look at it again, but there's a little bit of rain still. Maybe mix a little bit of snow around Deweyville. Everybody else is pretty much done.
Yeah, Dustin, the answer to your question is just like me. We do not sleep much at all.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sunshine in Bridge City, thanks for that report, Desiree. Up to 600 viewers now, so appreciate everybody stopping by this morning. Beaumont, this is going to be right outside of our studios here on Walden Road, and there's quite a bit of sunshine trying to pop through, almost like a back edge of the cloud cover.
You definitely see the sun off to the east there a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
That'd be the west, that direction. So, right?
No, it's east. Well, yeah, basically. But anyway, you're looking eastward.
There's some
eastward.
sunshine, yeah. There's some sunshine out there.
Yeah.
Brooklyn's still checking in at 32 degrees. Thanks for that report, Gay. Beaumont, that's mid-county, or I should say Walden Road. Slide down to Orange. They're going to be one of the last to kind of clear out, but even they have a little bit of brightness to their sky there. So improving conditions all across southeast Texas, and that is good news for everybody. Never lost electricity in southern Newton County and Old Salem. Thanks for that report. And they got no ice accumulation there.
Right.
We need to send you guys coffee and donuts. Okay.
Yeah. Steak dinner would work too. You know?
Yeah. Wait till tomorrow. we're getting ready to call it a day here before too long. So again, appreciate that, and thanks for the kudos there, Stacy. That's Orange again, a little bit of brightness, and then we'll slide over, and that's the view from Port Neches. Had a little bit of light rain being reported. I still see a few sprinkles there.
Deweyville area.
A little bit of cloud cover, yeah. So
a little bit over that way.
Not too bad. Some blue skies and spots there. Sunshine in mid-county. Thanks for that report.
I know the power is back in Burkeville because the weather station just came back online.
Weather station's back up. That's good news.
Yeah.
So we'll take a look at those for you in just a moment. There is LIT, and you can definitely see the breaks in the clouds there this morning.
The blue there.
The blue is definitely out.
Trying to break through.
We may get a little more sunshine than we're bargaining for today.
Well, the more we get, the better.
The better. We'll be a little bit warmer this afternoon. Dana asked, are there any concerns for tonight and tomorrow? No, not at all.
In fact, you mentioned that, and we'll get into more detail, but we've got a lot of 35 and 36s now showing up on Highway 190 already
on the weather net.
Yeah,
good stuff
that's impressive.
There. So let's see, as we go forward, that's LIT. I think we've got one or two more cameras to look at. Nope, that was it.
LIT's 35, by the way.
And there is Beaumont, once again, where we've got plenty of cloud cover and some sunshine peeking through. So we're going to switch sources. And I am going to go back to the top before I switch those sources, and we're going to bring up our weather computer. And again, our weather updates this morning, our winter weather updates are brought to you by Market Basket, our friends at Market Basket, providing us this opportunity to talk to you this morning and be interactive with you, which is like we
by the way, I'd like to congratulate them and their support of our WeatherNet. They are our lead sponsor on our WeatherNet.
Yes, exactly. A couple of reports. See, our Ed says we're the go-to guys for weather. That's good. Thank you for that. Esther says a freeze tonight. Temperatures will be cold, and most spots will be below freezing, but shouldn't be too bad.
Not a severe freeze.
Concern. No, that's for sure. Spurger said no power outages in Spurger, so that's good news. We'll have to see what the
It is 32 degrees up right now at Spurger.
Okay. Let's see here. Weather Station Spurger says, so we just answered that. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how things are playing out for us this morning. We're going to do some WeatherNet travel spots, bring you some new stations from what we've showed you earlier this morning. This is at Chester. They're still at 30 degrees right now. Winds are calm, no rain. Of course, we think that's due still to some frozen instrumentation there.
Absolutely, no question.
And also maybe a few flurries flying in there.
Right.
On the backside of the
it's interesting.
system.
The temperature there's falling a little bit while a lot of folks are rising. So you get these little pockets of cold air running around. That's one, because Noscala, just to the south, is also at 30 degrees there in Polk County. Yeah,
so again, some cold spots for sure. That's Chester Peachtree Community Church there. Head over to Roganville, Jasper County. That's in a very low spot, and they're actually warmed up to 33 degrees now, so above freezing in Jasper County. That's good news. Again, a little bit of light rain still showing up there, 0.05 of an inch.
Rain gauge is fine. Again, the wind sensor's locked up because of the ice.
Yeah, the speed cartridge, the wind just turned a little bit, so we'll see if that's a trend. 94% relative humidity in Roganville there. That's in the kind of the center portion of Jasper County. All Saints Episcopal School in Beaumont got down to 33. They're back up to 35 right now. North winds at 5 and no rainfall right now.
Let's get a couple quick questions here. It says, how is it between here and Bush Airport? No issues. You can drive.
Highway 90,
it's
I-10
fine.
I-10
is open. Lots of ice around Hemp Hill. Appreciate that from James. Snow in Koontz. Yeah, it was a little bit early. We had a few flakes. And Neil and Winter, we drip faucets. If you're
don't
gonna do
think
it,
you need to.
Probably don't need to, but if you want to do it, don't do it until tonight. You're wasting water otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, lows tonight, we're thinking probably low 20s in the Triangle.
At the most.
And probably low 20s in the lakes for the most part. And then a little bit warmer still, I think, or maybe a little bit cooler on Tuesday morning. Just depends on whether or not we see a clear sky
Right.
and light winds or
Clearing
not.
will be important, yeah.
Yeah. So again, some thoughts there. Go from Beaumont at All Saints Episcopal School heading to Trout Creek in Newton County. They got down to 31, but they're turning around and going the other direction now at 34 degrees.
And,
Northwest winds
and
light
their
and still a little bit
wind
of light
sensor
rain.
is
Wind
freed up,
sensor's
is working. Yeah.
and the rainfall is working.
Yes.
So in good shape. Everything is improving very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
LaBelle, Texas temperature right now. The Rock and Y Ranch was checking
It
in
is
at
36 degrees.
36 degrees in LaBelle. So thanks for that question, Susan. In and out sun inviter. Yeah, that's kind of, I think, what we're going to see throughout the
35
course of the day
inviter.
today. 35 there. And we'll make a stop, our weathernet station at Groves. 34 degrees, a nice wind there, northeast at 14. They picked up an inch of rain this morning and a gust to near 30.
Yeah.
Temperatures there have not moved too much, but again, they're kind of seeing the worst of the conditions right now.
But here's
Kind of
something you
moved
ought to think about. We've talked about this before. That's 2.27 inches of rain. What if it had been 30 degrees during all that?
Yeah.
That'll make you think a little bit.
Yeah, we would be
Iced up completely and
For
a lot
sure.
of damage. No
we
doubt
would
about
probably
it.
wouldn't be able to talk to you at this point because we probably wouldn't have any internet.
That's true.
So there's something to
Yeah.
think about there
Yeah.
as well. So Groves 34, and again, ironically, they're cooler than some of our spots in Jasper and Newton County right now. So you take a look at how things are playing out. One more stop. China Elementary, brought to you by Family Pharmacy. 35 after a morning low of 32. They're still looking at a southeast wind at 10, and their rain has stopped as well. They picked up a half inch of rain since midnight this morning. I think that's one. We got one more weathernet station, the Gulf Coast. Bug zappers down in the eastern portions of Chambers County, just to the southeast of Winnie, picking up a pretty good gust right now, close to 30, winds out of the north at 19, and they picked up 0.8 of an inch of rain with an inch and a half overall.
It's raw on the beach right now. You get those winds blowing, and those temperatures are not much more different than they are anywhere else.
Yeah.
That wind chill will eat you alive down there right now.
Yeah, 35 with a gust to 25. That's going to put your wind chill down into the probably the low 20s for sure, if not even into some upper teens.
Yeah, peak gusts right now continue to be on the ball around 35 miles per hour.
Ooh, nasty.
Yeah, right off that bay.
Yep. So again, the good news is the rain is ending here in southeast Texas, and as we go ahead and take a look and see how things are playing out for us, there's not much left. That's pretty much the end of the game.
It's over. It's gone.
And so we're going to sign off. No, just not quite yet, but
We'll wrap it up here in a minute.
rain is moving across the state line from Deweyville over into Sabine, or I should say Calcasieu Parish. A couple of little sprinkles there still left around Sabine Pass, and the skies will continue to clear out. You take a look at our satellite and radar imagery. We want to stop this because we are seeing a few little peaks of sunshine, Greg, and that's kind of what we're looking at right now. And this is kind of
spots on the satellite
little
view.
thin spots right in here.
Yeah.
And that's where most folks are seeing some of that sunshine at this point.
Yeah.
There we go, kind of right in there. That's kind of the sunshine that we're seeing even back here across Chambers County.
Well,
seeing a little bit of clearing there
we
as
used
well.
to call that years ago when we were forecasting?
What was
a
it?
sucker hole.
Sucker holes, absolutely.
You're a sucker to believe it's going to clear out.
And you can even see some of that clearing here over north, central, and western portions of Louisiana this morning. So again, but notice still back to the west of Houston, there's still quite a bit of cloud cover.
That's
so
why you'd be a sucker to believe it's going to clear.
So we will clear back out for
Yeah.
sure as we go throughout the morning and into the afternoon hours. And that should keep our temperatures, again, lower to middle 30s across southeast Texas. Speaking of temperatures right now, 30 degrees at Chester, it's 30 at Noscala, 31 at Woodville, 32 at Roganville and Burkeville, 33 in Newton. The warm spot, Lumberton at 35, Coots also at 35 degrees this morning. And as we work into the triangle, the warmer spots, Rock and Y Ranch and Bayou Den are at 36. Port Arthur is at 36. Sabine Pass now at 37 along with Port Bolivar. But again, these temperatures, 2 or 3 degrees more at most.
Right.
They warm up this afternoon before that cloud cover returns. And again, as I'm looking at our camera in Beaumont right now, they have kind of clouded back up. Those sucker holes have gone away, if you will.
Right,
so
right.
again, temperatures improving. Again, we're looking at some improving conditions. The worst is now over, and we just kind of get left to enjoy a Sunday here in southeast
I'm ready
Texas.
for that.
You and me both.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Wind speeds, again, the gusts have been 20 to 30 miles an hour across the lakes. Some of those spots will be hard to tell because the instrumentation may have froze up a little bit.
Right.
So we may not have gotten a true gust up there. And then down in the triangle, a few 30s, Bayou Den at 29, Port Neches and the Port of Port Arthur at 30, 30 at Crystal Beach, 35 at Port Bolivar. And again, we'll see some gusts up 20 to 25 through the afternoon routinely across the area this afternoon. So let's go ahead and take a look and see how things are going to play out for us. This is our wind chill forecast. I'm going to slide on by that because by now data is a little bit on the old side.
Right.
But here's what we're looking for again as we head. This was at 9 o'clock this morning. Again, everything is
a little bit slow.
Yeah, everything is pretty much gone now. And you can see as we continue throughout the morning, there's 10 o'clock. Conditions kind of moving out, and there's just a little bit of light rain left. So this model is about an hour behind, basically is the way it looks out. So again, just over 600 of you watching right now. Appreciate that. Sun is shining, but now behind the clouds. Thanks for that, Mike. So the road conditions be safe to drive towards Jasper in the morning. I think things will be in pretty good shape, especially with
I like Roberto's down at the bottom. So we're going back to work tomorrow. Yeah, of course, not the schools now. We're all closed.
Yeah, wait, you had a day off?
Yeah, really.
What's that?
Exactly. What is that? Yeah.
Anyway, so you go through 10:30 and then through the rest of the day, cloud cover and the northwest winds are really going to kind of dominate here across southeast Texas. We go ahead and take a look and see the overnight lows over the next 5 days. Again, temperatures low to mid 20s. That's kind of where we're seeing the next couple of nights, eventually warming up as we head into the second half of the week. So one more trip around our WeatherNet cameras. We'll see some of the sucker holes that we are seeing. There is Beaumont. Again, some sunshine popping through. We'll slide down to Lumberton, or slide up rather to Lumberton. They've got a bit more cloud cover there. Things are kind of clouding up. Still not impossible to see a few drizzly spots, maybe a couple of flurries, but they're warm enough now at 35. I don't think that's going to be
question from Amber down in Groves wants to know, our house is on piers. Does she need to drip faucets? And if so, when? If you're going to drip, do it and not until nightfall. You're wasting water otherwise. You probably don't need to, but that's up to you.
Yeah. Again, just a cautionary tale.
Yes.
Lumberton's clouding back up. We're going to slide to Sabine Pass. We've still got a little bit of rain near there, but cloud cover certainly is there. And you can definitely see, as we illustrated earlier, the wind speeds. You can see those clouds just racing,
it's very
basically
gusty
out there
the
this morning. So again, take a look at the Museum of the Gulf Coast down in Port Arthur, and they've got the cloud cover there as well. So any little sucker holes appear to be filling in very quickly with that northwesterly wind helping to usher in some of those higher clouds for sure. Beaumont down in right here on Walden Road, you can see just a little bit of a break there off into the distance. But the good news is the rain is over.
Stephen asked about I'm sure he's talking about the Rainbow or Veterans Bridge there, about going from Bridge City to Sabine Pass tomorrow. Should have no problems at all. The bridge will be open.
Yeah, exactly. Beaumont still need to drip for water. As we said earlier, if you're on piers, might not be a bad idea, but again, probably not going to be a big issue.
And certainly don't drip otherwise. Any bridge, piers or whatever. Don't do it today.
Tomorrow morning is going to be close to the coldest that we've seen so far. So if you didn't drip, say late December, early January, when we got down to the really cold levels that first weekend of January and didn't have a problem, you'll be fine again this time around.
Yeah.
So we'll move from Walden Road out to Orange. And you can certainly see clouds, a little bit of sunshine trying to peek through there a little bit. Again, the sucker hole, we saw it. It's pretty narrow band, and then the clouds out to the west will still fill back in. And this is a view from Port Neches.
A
little bit of wind certainly there. Certainly you can see the lights kind of shaking there on the tents there. And again, some sunshine trying to
I don't think anybody's going to be out there eating those picnic tables today.
No, probably not. No, probably not. And they'll probably have the doors closed on the restaurant too. Not going to have any doors open for sure.
That's right.
There's LIT, cloud cover with some holes off in the distance. The big news there is that wind continues to blow.
The flag's moving around pretty good.
It is definitely going to be a windy day for sure. Everybody thanking us. We appreciate you guys watching us this morning. And we'll make one final stop on our camera back to Beaumont. I-10 in College. A little bit of traffic, having no problems moving about this morning. So again, we are now at about 9:33 for you on a Sunday morning. We're going to bring the camera back here. Again, Greg, things definitely wrapping up. Should be looking at a very quiet rest of the day today. And next week, at least the next few days anyway, look really good.
And I appreciate your help. You did a great job.
As did you.
Braden, our newest guy.
Yeah.
He did a great job last night. He's going to be rising part of our team as well.
Yes.
And we appreciate the viewers, having trust in us, because that's what we're trying to do is make you feel at ease when these situations happen.
Yeah, and again,
we're not into hype. We said that over and over again. We'll never do that.
Yeah, very conservative approach, which we had really from the early part of last week all the way through the event yesterday. Again, once you get in this type of event, you get inside of 24 hours, it becomes more of a nowcasting event, just watching current conditions and see how they transition forward.
Yeah.
And that's kind of.
Well, I got news for you. When I first started out, it was all nowcasting.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have all these computer models. We
Me too.
still had
Yeah.
to make a forecast.
Yeah.
And,
I had two computer models when I started.
And it's one little caveat I'll say. You see a lot of these pages say, they'll show these model pages all the time saying, they always put the headline on there. This is not a forecast, it's a model. It is a forecast from that model. Quit saying that.
Yes, exactly.
And that's our cover page.
Yeah, exactly. This is not a forecast.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Anyway,
we appreciate you guys.
Yes,
and,
that's going to do it. Of course, Braden will be on tonight. The No Early Show on KFDM due to football.
Right.
And so he'll be on this evening on both Fox and KFDM.
And we're going to go get some sleep.
We're going to get some sleep, maybe a little breakfast, and
Yeah.
I will be back at 4:30 tomorrow morning with Macy and Angel. And we'll talk to you guys later. Again, have a great Sunday, everybody.
Have
We'll
a
talk
good
to you
day.
soon.